Next, I'll be talking about a choice board. That's number 3. Choice board, very important. Okay, it helps especially when the child is not able to communicate yet. You can use choice board to teach the child, or you can to teach the child how to communicate what he or she wants. Types of visual support and their uses. So what I have first is visual schedule. I will try to insert picture on what they are, okay, so for better understanding. Now, visual schedule, what do you use visual schedule for? You can use it to plan a child's day. Let's say the child is going to school. You can have a visual schedule that is telling the child that when you come to school, you drop your bag, you drop your shoes, you come into the class. The first thing you do, you greet, if that is what the class routine is. Okay, you greet. After greeting, you sit nicely, circle time. After circle time, you work with materials, you work with your peers. After that, you have your bedtime. All those, okay, so you have a visual schedule that is informing the child what the child is doing. Some of them will come with timing, okay, so what the child is doing at this time, and after this is what you're doing. Okay, that is what visual schedule is all about. Next, I will be talking about is first and then schedule. I will also put the picture up somewhere. All right, first and then schedule is used to teach what comes first before the next. Okay, when the child struggling with reinforcement, maybe the child want to have his or her reinforcement, you can use it to show the child, okay, so this is what you are doing, and after you are done with this, you are going to get your reinforcer. All right, so that is first and then schedule. You can also use it to teach the child attention span. It can also help the child with attention span. Okay, so the child knows that, okay, I am just doing this coloring. Once I'm done with this coloring, I'm going to have this. Okay, so the child will help the child to maintain some level of attention, knowing that once I'm done with this is what I'm going to have. Next, I'll be talking about the choice board. That's number 3. Choice board, very important. Okay, it helps especially when the child is not able to communicate yet. You can use choice board to teach the child, or you can to teach the child how to communicate what he or she wants. Okay, the child can use it to express his need. Okay, so you have, okay, maybe there is and there is riding bicycle, there is skating, there is riding a scooter. So there are choices. So I will also insert the picture somewhere. Okay, so the child will be able to take out what he or she wants to give you, or we say, okay, so make a choice. You show the child, what do you want? The child takes out what he or she wants to stick to where he or she needs, where indicates what you want. Okay, so you know that this is what the child wants. Another one is visual boundaries. Okay, visual boundaries help to inform the child. Okay, this is like, okay, say this is where I'm sitting for my work. Okay, so you can use a color tape to indicate that. Just map out where you want the child to sit, maybe during circle time or during work time. It teaches the child boundaries. Okay, this is where I am allowed to walk around. Okay, this is where I'm not allowed to go to. This is where I walk. This is where I sit. Okay, it helps to organize the child and tell the child where to sit and where not to sit, or where to go and where not to go. All right. Okay, my number 5 will be task analysis. Yes, this one is used to break down tasks to steps by step. Okay, teaching the child what comes next. Okay, break it. Let's say for having your bath. Okay, we want to teach having your bath, and this is a new skill. The child does not have any knowledge about it, and we want to break the tasks down. Okay, to very, very little step that the child can, understand easily. So we can have a visual schedule that shows. It's either you arrange it top to bottom, or you can arrange from your left to your right. Okay, so you break the tasks down First, get into the bathroom, okay, turn on the shower, wet your body, apply soap on your sponge, you sponge your hair, you wash your arm, you know, those steps, step by step, and you have pictures representing all of these, or words depending on the level of the child, okay? So you have broken down the tasks, okay, you know, for a better and easy understanding, okay? So that is called task analysis, right? So next one is timer. Yes, timer. You can also use timer to communicate, okay, to the child that, okay, you have this time to this time to do this task, and once this timer goes off or once it rings, your time is over. So that is serving as a visual support, okay, alerting the child that there is a time boundary. You need to work within a time boundary, okay, especially children that have problem with transitioning, okay, or time management. You use that, okay? So I will also try to put the picture somewhere for you to understand better, right? Last I have on my list is token economy. All right, so I'm also going to put the picture somewhere. So for this, this helps to inform the child that you are working for this certain of time for this thing, okay? Say the child, there is something informing the child. Let's say, okay, you are using like a sticker, all right? So you want the child to gain like 4 or 5 stickers before the child gets a reinforcer, say an iPad. So the child works for the first sticker, which is the first activity. So gains the first sticker, then stick it on the board, work for the second sticker. That's doing another activity, stick it on the board. Once it gets to the 5th one, the child has gained a reinforcer. So you give the child that reinforcer. So this is actually used when the child already has started gaining mastering in an activity, okay? So you don't want to, you know, reinforce at every attempt. So you want the child to build, you know, build that skill more before you enforce, okay? So you use a token system, and it's also, you have to teach this token system, okay? You can't just use it for a child that is still struggling, all right, or a child that you are just, you know, just introducing a task to. No, okay? So you use it for mostly when the child has started to get mastering and all of that, and you want to fade out your prompts. You want to fade out your prompt and your reinforcer. You just want the child, you know, to do it naturally, to be more consistent and do it more in a more natural way. So you can use token system for such an individual. Yes, so I have come to the end of this video. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things. Please let me know in the comment area if you have learned anything. Suggest if there is anything I said that you don't agree to, please let me know in the comment area. And if there is anything you have to add it in the comment area. Please, I would like to read from all of us, all right? Please try and watch the first video on this visual support, all right? I will link it up. Please watch it and support your girl by subscribing, please. All right, I see you next time. This is Gift signing out.